Alright, so I got a different video for you guys this time. Headed over, I'm going to tell you guys this now before I get over there. So I headed over to my grandfather's old place. It's now my cousin's, and picking up my grandfather's old Dodge pickup truck. This is the truck that I kind of grew up in. I went out to his ranch and worked on it, doing ranch stuff, all that sort of fun stuff. But I didn't quite learn how to drive in it per se, but definitely spent a lot of time in it. A lot of great memories of my grandfather and everything. So it's been at my grandfather's, grandpa's old place that my cousin now owns, and unfortunately a tree just about took it out not too long ago. So we're gonna move it over to my property where I think we can keep it a little bit safer. It'd be fun to do a restoration. That's kind of the long-term plan, but it's gonna need a lot of work, so it's gonna take a little while. But anyways, we're headed on over to go pick it up, and hopefully we can show you guys that process. Here it is. This is a Dodge D200. I still got to figure out the year on this thing, but this is the truck that I grew up driving around with my grandpa in. And a lot of work to be done on this old girl. Body's not in terrible shape on this side, surprisingly. The bed's gonna need a lot of work for sure. That looks pretty bad. This side's a little more rough. Lines are still kind of good. Big old dent here. Doors are questionable. This door definitely needs some help. I think it's sagging, that's why it's not closing. Sagging on the hinges. And then probably this is about the worst, the body damage, but I'm sure a competent shop can work that out. But for the most part, she's mostly all there. So the task at hand is going to be to get her pulled, to store it all the way back there. And the tree came down not too long ago. I think the roof is mostly okay. So this is going to be a total rebuild project, and when it happens, I have no idea. Interior's been gone through. And this is what I drove up driving. So anyways, so the plan is to get this thing pulled forward with my cousin's Jeep, which is that, to the front of the house, and then we're gonna try and get it winched on the trailer that I haven't shown you guys yet. So I'm gonna try and document as much as I can. We'll see what actually happens.
somebody would maybe grab a couple chunks of wood and be our emergency brakes. So what? I don't know how you want it. I think that's fine. I think we could either. Is there room for both there? I think it's just a little bit of a long. Yeah. Well, I wanted to lose some safety margin for you. Well, I'm not. I mean, the Jeep is. We could do a little bit of kissing. It's not going to be the end of the world. So yeah, I think if somebody.
To the lead, does the steering wheel turn?
Yeah, turns pretty good. We just kind of did a half butt attempt at airing the tires, so you know I've got my little compressor if we decide that's a factor. Okay. So if somebody wants to steer, I think that just going really wide there and trying to square off to the truck, and then if we don't make it, we'll just tug this. We'll tug it back a little bit and square off, or you could probably pull your truck forward another 10 feet or something too if you need to. And you're good. You don't think just trying back into? Well, no, we need the Jeep to be able to parallel up. Yeah, and we're going to be on the side of the trailer. I think it's just a matter of. I think that the I think that the tilt causes as many problems as it solves. So we just need to get it up there to where we can really look at the wheelbase and make some decisions. So
I'm surprised I get a good windshield out of it.
Yeah, if you like hantavirus, jump on in. Yeah, not
Probably
let's
already
just get it moved up there and
take a look at it.
Yeah, but I was thinking literally like maybe a couple of. I got a piece of wood there to throw under the tire. Okay. We want to try to stop it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not going to be the end of the world if we do some gentle kissing here, but.
Is that Ward's Willie Jeep?
Pardon me?
Is that a different Willie Jeep or Ward's Willie Jeep?
This is Ward's. It like went around the world and came back into our possession.
How exciting!
It's been awesome working on it. You know, the kids. This kind of was our first thing to really learn to work on, and it's like it's got like 10 moving parts, and I can name all of them. Really, the kids have laid into this a long time, and then they found this shift knob in the antique store. I saw that. They really dressed it up, but they learned to drive in this thing. It's been really cool. We got a back seat that folds in. Yeah, they took it to the mountains. We just took the shocks off because that thing was the shocks were so. Got ourselves a little bit of cushion for the mountains.
How amazing!
Okay, well I'm ready. I got a
block of wood. Somebody needs to steer.
Should I just, sit in the inside? My dose of
Hanta. Yeah, so I think that it's going to be a little bit downhill up there. So we could let's just get it up before it starts kind of downhill, and we'll stop again and reassess.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's good. I had to run to the needle back there.
Did you?
Redwoods and everything.
No, I mean the brake.
Oh yeah, it's a little froze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
How fitting! Well, I think that's pretty fitting that it's Ward's old Willie Jeep and the Dodge. Sweet. A truck that went through 5 kids.
Oh,
wow. Learning to drive. Actually, maybe 4. My oldest brother, maybe not, but.
No wonder it stayed in the family?
Yeah.
Oh, good. What year is it?
It's in the 60s? 60? Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know they had 4 doors back in the 60s.
There wasn't any in Chico. We were, it was brand new. We actually managed to,
I don't think I've ever seen a four-door truck that long.
yeah. So my son's gonna take it and hopefully we're gonna get it restored.
Wow. Very cool.
We have to figure out how to get the door closed. Use wood on the thing. Oh.
Alright, well, I think we're good to go here. All loaded up. It's my first time towing this much weight. I'm going to take it real slow. We're only doing about 90 miles today. So, this is going to be a very long-term project. Could be years, but the goal is just to try and get it away from these trees. You can see those trees over there. They're dropping and everything. So, this is my Super Truss hitch, rated for 1,500 pounds. We're definitely going to be pushing the limits on it, but we're just going to take it as easy as we can. And the truck is fairly balanced, I'd say, at least as much as it could be. So anyways, hopefully next time you see me, we'll be offloading. And then I got to load my red truck on, which is a lot less weight, thankfully. I'm driving that back to Gilroy. All right, we'll check in later. All right, we're here at the property. We're gonna drop it. Not gonna be a lot of commentary, but the rough idea is that we're gonna tilt it up, roll it off, and then pull it back into there. Not sure how long the camera's gonna record because it's hot, but we'll see what happens. This is my brother-in-law here coming back. It's good. All right, so we got it off, really smooth and easy. Thanks Josh for giving me a hand with that. Went way faster than I thought it was gonna go. So here she's gonna sit. We got it up on blocks there. The blocks are, the tires still hold air, so as they deflate, which they will, the blocks are gonna make sure that the tires don't get completely compressed. It's not because the tires are worth anything, but at least right now we can actually fill up the tires and move around if we have to. So we're just trying to use the blocks to preserve it. This area will get a little bit wet with some rain, not from the roof necessarily. There might be a few little drops here and there, but the water flow on the property kind of comes through. So long term is to come back here and to use some cinder blocks and stuff. We'll kind of jack it up properly, get it a few more inches off the ground and everything. But this is where she's gonna sit. And now I've been thinking, what do we do with it? Do we do a ground up frame restoration? I was told by my uncle that it was actually driven the last time it moved. It was moved or driven onto my cousin's property. And it's been parked since 2026, I think. The last registration was 1999. It may have actually driven, because he may have just stopped registering it since it was mostly a farm truck by then. So we could do frame up restoration. I'm pretty confident we could get the motor running with a little bit of work. A lot of wiring and everything like that, but I'm sure we could do that. Or possibly look for a donor chassis with like a 12 valve Cummins, whatever year those are. I'm not a big Dodge guy, but and then just taking the body and getting the body straightened and shined up and everything, and then put it on a modern chassis. That would certainly make it a lot more drivable. I've seen a lot of guys do that. Those rigs look pretty nice. That would be pricey because you got to find the donor chassis and everything. If we were just to kind of clean out the body and everything, I'm sure it's still going to be a lot of work. You know, there's definitely some owies and stuff. But, you know, for this being my grandfather's work truck, it's surprisingly in better shape than I honestly would have expected. The only real major issue is the door. That it hit a post as the truck was going backwards and it kind of ripped the door off on that side. But, you know, that could be fixed. And all of this stuff could be pulled out. I don't think that's too bad. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. I got to get on the road, get back to the house and everything. Thanks to everybody that helped me with getting this thing here. It is now at least out of the rain and out of the way of any trees or anything like that. It is nice and secure. So it'll at least be safe until I figure out what the heck I'm going to do with it. So with that, I'm going to get on the road. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you guys in the next clip.